Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Neha. I make video on tech and my life in the UK. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Global Talent Visa. If you are someone who wants to relocate to UK or you are already in UK but you want to switch to Global Talent Visa, then this video is all about that. In this video, I'm going to talk about different visa types, the difference between Global Talent Visa and Skilled Worker Visa, who can apply for it, what is the process, and everything around it. Now, before I start this video, I also want to call out few things. I came to UK 2 years back on Skilled Worker Visa. A year ago, I switched from Skilled Worker Visa to Global Talent Visa. Now, why I switched from Skilled to Global Talent Visa? Because we know how the tech industry is working, so many layoffs, so much uncertainty was there, and once you lose your job, which means your skilled worker visa is also expired, you have a clock ticking. So you have 60 days or something like this, a limited time in which you have to find another job, an employer who can give you the visa. Otherwise, you have to wrap up everything and come back to your country. So this uncertainty and anxiety was very high for very, I was not able to take it in short. So I decided to move to Global Talent Visa. So that's why I'm sharing everything in this video from my experience. Now, when I got to know about Global Talent Visa, there were a lot of side talks were going over internet, like it is getting shut down, immigration laws are getting changed, and so on. So what I did is that I hired a lawyer to talk about this. So there are a lot of companies who actually run this that there are companies who actually do this global talent visa applications for you. So I also reach out to one. I paid them some money, went on the call. The lawyer told me that I'm not eligible or I'm not the right person for this, I cannot get it. And but then what happened is, there was a girl I met at a conference, her name is also Neha. She tweeted that she got global talent visa. I reached out to her on in her DMs. I spoke to her. She guided me that how everything is done, and this is how I decided that I'm gonna apply for global talent visa by myself, and I did that and I got it. So that's why I thought, let me make this video for you. So let's start talking about now different visa types. So if you are coming to UK, the way to get into UK is you need to find a job, and that company should give you skilled worker visa. So there is a COS which that company will issue for you, certificate of sponsorship. There is a cost associated with that. uh, Once you have that, that skilled worker visa could be of 3 years and 5 years. Now what it means, it means to apply for the citizenship in UK, you have to stay for 5 years on skilled worker visa. So few companies will give you just 3 years of visa, then you have to request to extend your visa, and then you can, after 5 years, can apply for ILR, and after ILR you will apply for the citizenship in UK. So skilled worker visa is tie up with your company. You cannot apply for it, the company will apply for it. If you lost your job, then the skilled worker visa will also be gone. You have limited time with you to find another job who can sponsor your visa. Now, global talent visa is a different kind of visa. This got introduced to introduce or to let highly potential skilled people in UK. So the main motive is that if you are a potential leader in the domain of arts and culture, academic and research, and digital, basically tech, then you can just submit your proof and application. There is a team technician who will review your application and will decide that to are you the right person for a global talent visa. If you are, then they will give you the global talent visa. Now the thing about global talent visa here is, it is not tie up with any employer, which means is you are applying for it, so you have to bear the cost. Even if you don't have a job or you want to start your own business, you don't need to come back to your country, you can stay in the country. If you lost your job also in UK, you can still stay in the country, because this global talent visa is not tie up with any company. Now when I was in UK, I applied from inside UK. Even if you are in your country, basically outside UK, you can still apply for it. So there is no such restriction that you cannot apply from outside UK, you can still do that. Now also with global talent visa, I want to highlight few things. I already documented all these things on my blog, so you can go and read about it. I will put the link in the description box. So with skilled worker visa, for your ILR you have 5 years path. With global talent visa, there are two types of global talent visa: talent and promise. Now what are these? So what global talent visa does is, their team, that they see that if you are someone who has more than 5 years experience and you have very high potential, basically they are very happy with your application, very impressed. So what they will do is, they will give you three, they will give you talent. This is the one which I have. Otherwise you will get promise. You cannot apply for talent or promise, you just apply for global talent visa, and the team decide that which category they want to give you. The benefit of talent is that ILR, I can apply for the ILR in 3 years. In skilled worker visa and promise, it is 5 years. So for me, it is a good thing, because initially I was supposed to apply in 5 years. Now I can apply in 3 years. And because I already spent a year in on skilled worker visa, that 1 year will also be get counted in GTV. So that is also a great thing. If you lost your job, as I told you, you have some limited time. If you will Google, it says 60 days. With GTV, you don't need to leave, you don't even need a job, you can relax, you can enjoy UK, whatever you want to do. Changing employers, employers need to support your skilled worker visa. With GTV, you don't need to. You can do self-employment with GTV. With skilled worker visa, you cannot. Restrictions on job type: with skilled worker visa, there is a restriction of number of hours you can do, but with GTV, only the sports thing you cannot do, everything else is allowed. I would request you to go and check this website. This is the home office website of UK, which will give you more details about your GTV. So this is the website where you should go and read about it. And also there is a Tech Nation website. So if you will go to my blog, at the end you will find Tech Nation website somewhere. Yeah. So this is the Tech Nation website. Just give it a minute to load. Okay, so this is a website where you can go and read about it. So if you will go to global talent, about consider before you apply, success story and all this, and then there is a partnership. I'm gonna talk about the tech part because this is what I have. So what I'm trying to find here is their, just give me a minute, I'm trying to find their tech section. Okay, this is taking time, so let me continue and then I will come. So who can apply for global talent visa? Anyone who thinks that they are the leader in their field, they should apply for it, and they should be 18 years plus. You can be inside UK, outside, that's fine. One important thing I found in my research, that this technician, the team behind your global talent visa, they prefer product based companies over service based companies. And also if you came to the UK for like your company has sent you on site, then that experience also doesn't count. So if you are from company like service based company like Infosys, Capgemini, Sapient, Accenture, uh, your experience won't be counted. So this is the one thing I found in my research. So you can also check and validate. Now what is the process of GTV, how you can apply, what are the documents and everything. At high level, it is two-step process. What it means is, you need to apply to get endorsement. Now what is this endorsement? So when you submit your application, the technician team is gonna review your application, and then they will decide, you will get the endorsement from them, that you are the GTV potential or not. If they say yes, then the step 2 is very straightforward: apply for visa. So basically if you got the endorsement, it's a success for it, for you. Basically you got it. Step 2 is just go and apply for the visa. But if you didn't got that, so what will happen? So what will happen is, they will give you a detailed feedback. Trust me, they actually go through each and every application in detail. So they will give you a very detailed feedback. that what are the things which are not meeting as per their expectation, and then you can reapply or resubmit again without any fees. You can work on that feedback and again apply. Now let's talk about the wait time. So when you apply the stage 1 or step 1, the wait time is generally 3 to 4 weeks, but it depends on holidays, it depends upon the manpower and so on. So it could take you more than sometime 8 weeks. There is no process of applying like fast track. No, there is nothing. But for the visa you can do fast track. But for this endorsement, there is no fast track. You have to wait. So this is two-step process. In my case, it is just step 1 because you just need to get the endorsement. If you got it, you are good. Apply for visa. Now, the step 1, pre-step 1, there is a lot of work. So what my advice to you is, first read the technician website. It is very, very important that learn about global talent, learn about global talent visa, learn about success story, what to consider before you apply. Please do that. Another thing I want to highlight is that uh, there are few companies which are eligible for global talent visa. What it means, there are few companies or few bodies, if you are already part of them, you will directly get the global talent visa. But they are like I will take my case, I was not the part of that. So what I can do, so whatever I am sharing is from, if you are not part of that body, then how you can apply. So that's what I'm sharing. So read about this. And also there is a this form. This is a unofficial forum of UK technician, where you can go create your account free of cost, read about other people application, their experiences. You can ask question, and people are very awesome here. They help you out to review your application and all that. So please spend good amount of time here to understand that what is going on. Waiting time, if you will see stage 1 waiting times, because obviously this is an anxiety thing. So you can do rejection appeal, as I told you. If you get rejected, then you can apply again. So these things you can do. Now let's talk about documents. So what you need to do is, first they have a portal where you need to go create your account, and you need to pay fees also. So there is a fees associated with global talent visa. So you can read about the fees here. This is the fees. So this is per person. If you have your dependents, then you have to pay for them also. Also there is an NHS fees. If you doesn't know about it, when you come to the UK, there is a health surcharge you have to give. What it means, in UK the healthcare is through government. So whenever someone is coming in UK, you have to pay the government about your healthcare surcharge. So that is also here. So fees part is there. So you go to the portal, you create your account, you pay the fees, and then you have three things. First, you need to fill a statement of purpose. Then you need to give mandatory skills and optional skills. So these are your proof. Statement of purpose is all about you, why you want GTV, why you want to work in UK, what is in the UK, what value you will be creating or bringing in UK. You need to talk about that. So this should talk more about future and less about the past, but there should be a relation between both. So think about statement of purpose and then write it. Then you have mandatory skills and optional skills. Now there are 10. You need to upload all the documents. So you need to give 10 evidence. Now you don't need to give all 10 evidence. You need to have 3 mandatory and few optionals. So in mandatory, the first thing is mandatory and optional. The first rule is, it should talk about your last 5 years of experience. Like in my case, I was having more than 10 years of experience. So I have to talk about only my last 5 years of experience. So I have to pick my best proof and work out of that, rather than my start of the career and old experience. So in the mandatory skills and optional skills, you need to pick your best work in the last 5 years. So this is the first thing. Second thing is that you need to find people who are senior to you, who can vouch for your work and you work with them. So in my case, I went back to my manager in Tesco, my or in Oracle. I was working at HCL, but that was not a service based division. I was working for product division. So I went to my manager, my director, and I collected my letter of recommendation from them. And in my optional skills, I talk about my conferences, my meetups, my mentoring. I also got featured in a lot of publications. I also gave the proof of that. So you need to take a lot of time here, sit, open an Excel sheet, and start writing in last 5 years what are the things you have done at your workplace and out of your workplace. The impact that technician wants to see is what you have created outside your company also. Like in my case, I was lucky enough that the work I was doing in Oracle was got featured on YouTube. There were a lot of data available online. Same with Tesco. The features I worked on, all the data was available online. So for me, connecting these dots, that the work I did in Tesco created this much impact in the UK's economy or help in driving the grocery shopping, was very easy. Same with Oracle, data was publicly available. I was able to draft my these two mandatory skills. Also, I talk about my salary, that my salary is higher than rest of the salaries of the people at my experience. From Glassdoor, I got on I from Glassdoor I got the comparison. And for the optional skills, I went for my conferences, meetups, and all that. Now there are rules around how you are gonna create this document. The first thing is, do not sweat yourself that you need to have it on the letterhead of the company. So for example, in my case, I went to Oracle, I HCL, Tesco. There was no letterhead. It was a Word doc, so they gave me. Also, there is a limit that your one doc should not exceed 6 pages. So be very conscious or careful about it. Also, third thing is, no external link should be there. So you need to take the screenshot of everything and put it in the document. Otherwise, your application will get rejected. They will not even bother to click and check if you have a drive, if you have blogs or something. So I have to take the screenshot of everything and put it in the document. I use DocSign to send the letters to my seniors so that they can sign it, review it, edit it, and everything. But you cannot send the DocSign to the technician. You have to upload all the documents on their portal. So be very careful. But what you need is, you need to get their full name, their designation, their company, their LinkedIn profile, and phone number on that doc. It is very, very important. So once you have uploaded your mandatory skill, option skill, statement of purpose, hit the submit button and wait for 3 to 4 weeks, or might be 2 weeks. You never know when they will just give you the response. And once you have received the success or endorsement, you can go for the visa. Otherwise, you will get the feedback, get it reviewed, do the editing as per their feedback, and then resubmit. How many times you can resubmit, I'm sorry, I don't know. So you need to check. Yeah, and resources I already shared it with you. Now, if you have a dependent on you, so so basically when you apply for the visa, like in my case, I was already having a different BRP. Because I switched to a new visa, my BRP got changed. The dependent on me, their BRP also got changed. For them, it will remain the same. Basically, they will still remain on the 5-year path of ILR. The 3-year path only change for me, not for my dependents. So do take care of that. Yeah, I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any question, any doubt, please let me know. I will leave my top mate link, my LinkedIn, and this blog link in the description box so that you can reach out to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye.